Now we are going to see harder problems. We are going to deal with the fractions having a positive or negative sign between them. Express the following as a fraction with a single denominator is the type of a question we are going to get. Obviously we are going to go for LCM, least common multiple, and we are having denominator a minus b, a square minus b square, and a plus b. Now if you're going to think, you will be having a minus b, a square minus b square, and a plus b, and directly if you're going to find the LCM of the three terms, you will think that a minus b, comma, a square minus b square, comma, and a plus b are three different things. And when you're going to take the LCM, you will think that you are going to actually multiply the three factors, and that will give you a lot of calculations and all. But if you focus on the middle term, that is a square minus b square, and think that a square minus b square can be simplified, can be written as a plus b, a minus b, as we are using third identity on it, it will make your life easier. Instead of this, if I am having a plus b, a minus b, what does it mean? Now the LCM will be a plus b and a minus b. Isn't it? Because when you're going to take a factor a minus b, supposingly, what will happen? You will have one here. You will have a plus b there because a minus b is already, you have taken it. And a plus b. Now, you're going to take a plus b. So, you will be having 1, 1, 1. What is it? A plus b, a minus b. So, the LCM will become a plus b, a minus b. And what will happen? That you're going to draw a line. Write down a plus b, a minus b. What does it mean? You're going to have a minus b here, means you want to multiply this fraction by a plus b. Now, you already have a plus b. You have to multiply it by a plus b, means a plus b whole square. Now, this is a square minus b square, or as known as a plus b, a minus b. So, nothing will be multiplied by this. You are going to write it as it is, a square minus 4b square. Minus. Now be very careful about this negative sign. Why? Because negative will change the signs of the inner values. And we need to multiply this fraction by a negative b. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a bigger bracket. Because I'm going to write a minus 3b times a minus b. Now the strategy is I'm going to multiply it first. I'm going to simplify it. And then I'm going to open the bracket, keeping in mind that this negative will change the signs of the inner values. You can do one more thing. You can actually simplify it here separately. A minus 3b, a minus b. A minus 3b and a minus b will give you a square minus 3ab minus ab minus plus, actually, because a times a has given you a square, 3 times b has given you minus 3ab, a times minus b has given you minus ab, and minus 3b times minus b will give you positive 3b square. Now one more step, a square, like terms, minus 3ab minus ab will give me minus 4ab plus 3b square. So by simplifying it on a separate space and then putting it back here will make your life easier. Do not forget that a plus b whole square is actually a square plus 2ab plus b square, plus a square minus 4b square as it is. And now this term, the whole thing, a square minus 4ab plus 3b square, because of this negative, signs will be changed. So I'm going to have minus a square plus 4ab minus 3b square, and I'm going to have a denominator that was a plus b, a minus b. Now, a square, negative a square will be cancelled out. I'm left with a square. So I'm going to write a square. Can you see any other a square there? No. So that's it. How many ABs are there? Because I'm going to deal with the like terms. So AB I can see here and I can see AB here. What does it mean? Plus 2AB plus 4AB will give me 6AB. Right? Now I'm going to focus on B square. How many B squares are there? Minus 4B square I can see. Plus B square I can see. Plus B square minus 4B square will give me minus 3B square. And there is another minus 3B square. What does it mean? I am having minus 6B square. And in the denominator, I am having two options. I can write a plus b, a minus b as it is. Or I can write a square minus b square, which is the simplified form of this. Both ways it's right. So this is the simplified form. Now, if I am having a question like this, 2m minus 1 plus 3m square minus 2 and m plus 2. Now, by looking at this term, this middle term, I can see that 2m square plus 3m minus 2 may be written as 2m minus 1 and m plus 2. Before I start working, what I'm going to do, I'm going to check it. I'm going to check that 2m square plus 3m minus 2. Obviously, I cannot apply any identity on it. Why? Because I'm having I don't have a perfect square here. I don't have a perfect square here. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to take S. What is S? Plus 3. What is P? Minus 2 times 2. That is minus 4. So obviously factors will be plus 4 minus 1. So 2m square plus 4m minus m minus 2. Check it one more time. Plus 4m minus m will give you plus 3m. Plus 4 times minus 1 will give you minus 4. So yes, these are the factors. Now, I am going to take 2m common. What will happen? M plus 2. What does it mean? I am needing m plus 2 in the second bracket. While I am having negative m negative 2. What does it mean? I am having negative. I want positive. So I am going to take negative 1 common. So m plus 2 is a common factor. M plus 2 and 2m minus 1. So what does it mean? You're going to write, instead of this middle, let me write it down one more time for you. That is 2m minus 1 plus 5m square plus 9m plus 14 over m plus 2 and 2m minus 1. See, these are the like terms I can see. This factor I can see. This factor I can see it here. What does it mean? I'm going to take the LCM and that would be m plus 2 and 2m minus 1. Less calculations. Why? Because I'm just going to multiply this by 1. This by m plus 2. What does it mean? M minus 4 and m plus 2. This factor as it is. And now this negative sign. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use a bigger bracket. I'm already having 3m minus 5 and I want 2m minus 1 here. M plus 2 is already there, 2m minus 1. So same is the case. I'm going to multiply these two. Step by step, what I'm going to do, m times m will give me m square. M times 2 will give me 2m. 4 times m minus 4 times m will give me minus 4m. And minus 4 times 2 will give me minus 8. Step by step. Plus 5m square plus 9m plus 14 as it is. And now I'm going to use this. If this denominator is disturbing me or I'm having less space, what I'm going to use? I'm going to use a bigger bracket again and I'm going to write it down outside, saving some space for the rest of the work. Okay. Now I'm going to multiply these two. 3m will be multiplied by this and then by this. So 3m times 2m will give me 6m square. 3m times minus 1 will give me minus 3m. Now minus 5 times 2 will give me minus 10m and minus 5 times minus 1 will give me plus 5. Now 1 over m plus 2 and 2m minus 1 bigger bracket. I'm going to simplify. I'm having m square plus 2m minus 4m will give me minus 2m minus 8 plus 5 square 5m square plus 9m plus 14 as it is. And now I'm going to two steps. I'm going to simplify this. Minus 3m minus 10m. That will give me minus 13m. And when I'm going to open the bracket, that negative 13m will become positive 13m. And 6m square will be minus 6m square. Minus 3m minus 10m, as I have discussed it. Minus 13m. Minus 13m times minus will give me plus 13m. Negative and positive will give me negative 5. Now, I'm going to take m square. How many m squares are there? 1. How many m square are there? 5. How many m square are there? There are minus 6. Plus 1 plus 6 will give me plus 6m square, and this is negative 6m square, means this will be cancelled out. Now, think about m. This is minus 2m. This is plus 9 and this is plus 13. What are you going to do? You're going to add 13 and 9. 13 and 9 will give you 22. 22 minus 2 will be given 20m. So you're going to write 20m. Just check if you're having any other m there. No, I have taken all the three. Now, this is plus 14. This is minus 8, plus 14 minus 8 minus 5 will give me plus 1. So I'm going to write plus 1 there. And in the denominator, I am having m plus 2 and 2m minus 1. This is the final answer. Got it? If I am having a question like this, 2 over a minus 1 whole square and a minus 1 whole cube. Now this is a bit confusing. If I'm going to take the LCM of a minus 1, which is a factor, a minus 1 whole square another factor, and a minus 1 whole cube. Actually, I'm going to divide the three terms by factor a minus 1. What will happen? You're going to have a minus 1 times 1. That will be a minus 1. But a minus 1 whole square means 1 is out, 1 factor is left. Power 1 is left. And here in this case, power 2 is left. So again, you're going to take a minus 1. Now what will happen? This will become 1, this will become 1, but this will be left. 1 factor will be left. So you have to take a minus 1 again. What does it mean? LCM of these terms is a minus 1 times a minus 1 times a minus 1. How many times it is there? 3 times. So what does it mean? It is having a minus 1 whole to the power 3. So I'm going to take a minus 1 whole to the power 3 there. So what will happen? It will be a minus 1 to the power 3. So if this is 3 and this is 1, I need to multiply it by a minus 1 to the power 2 to make it a minus 1 to the power 3. Now, how many are there? 2. How many I want? 3. So what I'm left with? A minus 1 only. Power 1 I want to say. Plus 2. Do I need anything here? No. I'm going to multiply it by 1. So, to open this, I'm having a square minus 2a plus 1 plus a minus 1 plus 2 as it is, and a minus 1 whole to the power 3. What will happen? I'm going to multiply it. 2a square minus 4a plus 2 plus a, and I'm going to simplify it. Minus 1 plus 2 will give me plus 1. And a minus 1 whole cube as it is. Now the last step, that is 2a square. Do I have any like term? No, it is 2a square. So I'm going to write 2a square. How many a's are there? Minus 4a plus a will give me minus 3a. Plus 2 plus 1 will give me plus 3, and denominator a minus 1 whole to the power 3 as it is. This is the most simplified form. Now, if I am having a question like this, a square minus 1, a plus 1 and a minus 1. I have done similar question already. There is just one confusion. What is it? A square minus 1 does not look like we can apply an identity on it. But actually we can. Why? Because a square minus 1 can be written as a square minus 1 square. Here it was very obvious. Why? Because I was having a plus b, a minus b and a square minus b square. I knew that I can apply identity on it and it will become a plus b, a minus b. But a square minus 1 will look a bit confusing, but it is a square minus 1 square. If you are keeping this in mind, then it will be easier to remember that you can write it as a plus 1, a minus 1. What will happen? LCM will be much easier. Why? Because then you are just having two factors, a plus 1 and a minus 1. A plus 1 and a minus 1. Now, 2 will be multiplied by 1 because you already have the denominator just like this. This will be multiplied by a minus 1, and I'm going to put it in a bigger bracket according to, because of this negative sign. I know that my way of doing these questions is I'm going to use a bigger bracket. Whenever I'm having a negative sign, to avoid any confusion, I use a bigger bracket. Again negative sign, bigger bracket. A minus 1 already I have. I'm left with a plus 1. So I'm going to write a plus 1 over there. Now I'm going to open the brackets. 2 times 1 will give me 2. This bracket will be opened minus a, because a is positive, it will become negative. Negative 1 will become positive 1. Negative a, negative 1 whole divided by a plus 1 and a minus 1. Now, how many? Oh, 1 and minus 1 will be cancelled out. So, I'm left with positive 2. Minus a and minus a will give me minus 2a. And a plus 1, a minus 1. Now, if you're going to take 2 common, what will happen? If you're going to take 2 common, you will be left with 1 minus a. My dear, before you finish the question, just see these 2 factors. Did you notice anything? This one here is negative while this is positive, and a is negative, here a is positive. If I am going to take negative 2 common, it will change the signs of the inner values. And it means I'll be having product of minus 2 and a minus 1 in the numerator. And the 2 factors, product of a plus 1 and a minus 1. A minus 1 and minus 1 plus a are same. So you can cancel them. So the final answer will be, the most simplified form will be minus 2 over a plus 1. This is how you do it. Sometimes he gives you a question where you are having 2a minus 3, which is 2a is positive and 3 is negative. 3 is positive, 2a is negative. If you're going to take negative common, what will happen? This will become negative, this will become positive, so the both will be same, and this will become positive in the next step. And 9 minus 4a square will be 3 square minus 2a whole square, which will be 3 plus 2a and 3 minus 2a. I want you to try this on your own. Let me know if you face any problem.